and welcome back to the Weaver's Way, and today is the final day along this wonderful trail, and about a mile behind me is Halvergate, and that's where I started today, and I'm at the very end of the road now. This is where I join the marshes, just here. I'm going to cross them for a couple of miles over towards Berney Mill. It's not this mill that you can see here, it's one way over at the back, about 3 miles of crossing the marshes, and then it's about 4 miles of following the edge of Breydon Water to end at the train station in Great Yarmouth. Now the weather is a bit windy today, but thankfully the marshes look free of cows. Everyone knows I hate crossing fields with cows, so I feel quite happy about that, not encountering those. But this is a very different kind of feel to the rest of the walk, because this is very low-lying marsh and it's going to be full of wildlife. We've seen so many geese. I think they are just grey-lag geese, but there was a whole flock of them up in the sky, and we're really looking forward to seeing all the waterfowl at Breydon Water. So one of the first mills that you're going to come across is this wonderful building here. This is Mutton's Mill, and it's currently undergoing some restoration works, but it's grade 2 star listed and stands about 4 stories high and dates to the mid-19th century. Now, what's quite special about this building is that the internal scoop is almost unique, and it's the only surviving example of that style in the entire Broads area. So the second mill that you're going to come across as you cross the marshes is Stone's Mill, and it sits just over there behind the trees. Now that one is derelict, and it does date to the mid-19th century, and it's grade 2 listed. Now when you are crossing these marshes, make sure you keep an eye out on the path, because it is very faint across these fields, and when you get to the edge of one field, always make sure you're looking for the way markers and the posts sort of indicating the route across the field, because we just wandered off in a completely wrong direction across quite an obvious path, which turned out to be the wrong one, and we'd done this walk before. So we've successfully crossed the marshes and arrived here at Berney Arms. Now, this here is Berney Arms station, and you can actually walk down there and catch a train to Reedham or into Great Yarmouth, but it doesn't stop very often. Now, what's special about this station is it's the smallest station in Norfolk, and also one of the most remote train stations in the entire country. So just a few hundred metres from Berney Arms station is this massive mill here. This is Berney Arms Mill, and it dates to 1865 and is protected as a scheduled ancient monument. And I think it's the only mill in Norfolk to be protected like that. And this one is in the care of English Heritage and is sadly closed at the moment for essential maintenance work, but it stands at 71 feet high and is reportedly the tallest mill in Norfolk. Although, as you probably heard earlier when I was walking past Sutton Mill, that one's not officially been measured, and that stands 9 stories high and could be taller than this one. So we're just following the edge of Breydon Water at the moment, and we've come across this mill here, and according to the old guidebook, that is Lockgate Drainage Mill, and built roughly about the same time as all the other mills that are in the marsh, and is grade 2 listed. And from Berney Arms, it's about 5 miles all the way to the end at Great Yarmouth, and we've done about 1.5, so I imagine 3.5 miles left and we'll be done. Now coming up to the end of the Weaver's Way, and it has been a wonderful 62 miles, starting right at the coast of Cromer and now ending here at Great Yarmouth. Now, historically the route actually used to end at Britannia Pier right on the coast here, and if you're thinking of doing sort of a coast-to-coast style route, then definitely take that extra 1.5 miles to end at the beach, because it is wonderful. But I'm actually going to end it here at the train station. There's an Asda, McDonald's, and then next to that is a train station. That is officially the new end of the trail.